Okay, what I want to do today is I want to take a stock radio, and I'm going to take this stock Cobra 29 on top. 29 LTD side mount microphone that I got off of eBay. I like the radio. It actually sounds pretty good. I put a swing kit in it and peaked it for what it is, but I want to put a IRF 520 MOSFET upgrade in it. So a bigger final. See if I get more watts out of it. They say you get more watts. Let's see if we're actually going to get more watts. Let's see what it does now. I'm going to use my bird meter into my dummy load, so we're going to be real accurate today. 10 watt slug. It's a little under 5 watts. Swinging a little over 5 watts. So keys a little under 5 watts. Swings a little over 5 watts. So I have a dial on it. I can turn it back, but I'm not gonna really do that right now. I just see what the max output I can get when I put this in there. But I think a lot of people want to know if this actually works. And it's relatively simple. I mean, you have 3 parts. So I'm going to take this 29 apart, the one on top. I have another one of those side mount ones underneath it. I really like those. And then I got this one here, a third one down. This thing cranks. 711 built this radio. That thing kicks. Thing does like 11 bird. I mean, it's bad. And this is my old Unident Grant XL. It's just, I like it. It's got super audio. It doesn't have a lot of watts, but it's okay. I can't have all my radios doing a lot of watts. When I'm testing stuff, I want to try with lower wattage input and higher wattage input, depending on the radio, and see what they'll do. But this is the one I'm going to be modifying. It's doing about a little under 4 watt dead key, swinging up a little over 5 watt dead key, and then we're going to put this in there. These 3 little parts, follow these simple directions and see what it's going to do. Let's take this thing apart. Just so you know, this is the 29 I was talking about. I got on eBay. I'm going to put that MOSFET in. I already put a echo board in it. Echo board is actually kind of like a, it actually is kind of like a processor in there too. It gives you more audio, and it really makes the thing work, man. That's why I like to use these. Even if I have the echo really super low, it still gives a little more drive to the audio. I put a swing kit in it, so I got my capacitor over there, and I just adjusted it, the L14 for highest output. Didn't do too much to it. Dial a watt on the back of this one. I actually put it in the back. I got to change it. It's not really done the way I want to do it. I got to do it the right way. We'll do that. We'll do a video on that one day. How to do the correct process of doing a dial-a-watt. It's funny because I don't even do it on my own. I'm too lazy, but I got to do it. So I'm going to change the final, and I'm going to put these little parts in there. I'm going to read these directions and do it the way they want me to do it. So basically, you got an IRF 520. You got one companion part, which I believe adjusts the bias for that 520. Because I believe they take 3 to 4 volts to run those things at maximum output. And I think if you have like a 1969 original, final in there, it takes a lot less bias, so is not enough in the radio originally to run the 520. So that's what you put that 520 in there, this one right here, without changing the bias, it won't even do any watts. Yeah. Anyways, so the companion part and 168 puff ceramic disc capacitor, an insulator. I wonder if I ran out of space on my phone. It just shut off. And some heatsink compounds. So it's got the RF520 MOSFET, the companion part, 68 puff ceramic disc capacitor, mica insulator, and a heatsink compound. So we're going to remove R55, 56, and 61. That's the first thing we're going to do here. They show you exactly where they're at. Pretty cool. Put it in red. Make it real simple. Then we have to install our companion part, our transistor, a certain way. Make sure you do it the correct way. And we'll put in our transistor. Let's start taking this thing apart and making it do some talking. Hopefully I get some more watts out of it. We're going to find out. We're either going to get some more watts or smoke. So hopefully it's watts. But we'll start by taking those other parts out. Okay, I got R56 out, which is, let me show you on here if I can. Right here. And I changed it, put the companion part in there. Let's see. It goes right down in here next to the final, right to the left of the final. There's the companion part. It looks a little hokey because don't ask. I kind of took it apart. It's just what I do. Now I'm pulling the final out. The final's right there next to it. I pulled the pins off already from the board. Now I'm going to unscrew from the other side, pull the final out, and replace that. And then we have one more part after that, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to pull the final out. I pulled the screw out. And the screw has like a nylon washer. Make sure you have that on there. It's an insulator when you put that back into the new final. So now I want to pull this out. Should come right out because I have it unsoldered. And then we're going to take the new 520 and put it right in the exact same spot. Make sure you have that insulator between the heatsink and the transistor. Like so. Get out of that part. That's R56. Before you put it on, and the insulator on the screw. So we're going to put that back in there, soldered it on the other side of the board. Change this one more capacitor, 68 puff capacitor, and we get to try it. Yes, I'm adding heatsink compound. Must have. Okay, let's install this thing. I like to stand the radio up like that. So when you lay this in there, it's easier to just get the screw started and it doesn't fall out on you. If that means anything to you. But that's the way I do it. So I'll get in there, I'll get the screw started, I'll screw it in, but I won't tighten it down. I'll leave it loose. Then I'll put the prongs on, the pins, solder them on the bottom side of the board. It's really the top of the radio. And then I'll tighten it down. So let's get this in place. Line up the screw hole. Then I take the screw with the insulator on it. And I try to get that started. It's always fun to do these. Because this screwdriver it's magnetic, so I think it's good. We get that started. I think, yeah. See, I don't tighten it. I just go like that. And then I'll flip the radio over. I really just kind of pull it towards me like this. And there's the prongs. Now they're a little bit long, so I'll have to trim those down. That one goes towards the back. These two heatsink compounds. Heatsink compounds like mustard. It just gets everywhere. You ever notice that? And these go this way, but I'm going to trim them down a little bit so they're not too long with my little trimmers. I love these little trimmers, by the way. These are great for, what we do. And then we will take and bye-bye trim those down. Take my little other tool, here it is, and push down like that in place. See? It's perfect. Then I trim the other two. Sorry, I'm holding the camera in one hand, trying to look at what I'm doing, and it's a lot of fun, let me tell you. But I'll get it. We'll trim these down. Then I'll take my little tool. This is a tool I pull pills out with too. I think I got some solder in there. There we go. Are you guys getting dizzy yet? And I take these and I push them down, and then I solder them in place, which I don't think I can do while holding the camera. You never know. I can get some solder on here, on my soldering gun over here. You never know what I can pull off. Yeah, okay. You're talking about doing something blind, huh? Just a little bit of solder. I don't want too much. Sorry. These are this is an older radio, so the board's a little tougher. I turned my temperature to 135. I don't want to go any hotter than that. It'll burn the traces right off the board. The new radios are very sensitive. You might want to go lower with a smaller tip. I can get away with it on this radio because it's an older radio. Like, yeah, it's really hard to do this. I know, the tip of my soldering gun's horrible. I gotta get a new one. I know that. Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do. I can't do it while I'm holding this. So anyways, I'm gonna solder those down, then I'm gonna put this other capacitor in, and then we'll give this thing a try. I like to take a Q-tip and acetone and clean this stuff up when I'm done.
Just like that, you're out of bed, huh?
Looks good. It's always good to clean up when you're done with that. Okay, once I clean it up on the other side, it's all soldered. It looks good now. I make sure I finish tightening it so it's nice and tight. Like so. Oops. Doesn't have to be super tight, but snug is good. Of course, cleaning up around there is kind of it's up to you. I like to clean up a little bit. I just use the acetone and get some new Q-tips and get that cleaned up. I think, yeah, I gotta get some more acetone, but I'll get that cleaned up and then we'll change that one capacitor to see what we got. They want you to put the capacitor across C59, but leave 59 alone. So leave it in and do it on the back side of the board. It's right in here. If I can find it, right in here. Let's see if I can get the focus. Yeah, I've just got my phone here. Yeah, not bad. You can see it right in there. Let me get a little pointer object. Right there. It's a large disc, the large disc capacitor. C59. So we have to find that on the other side of the board and put this 68 puff right across it. This one right here. We do it now. Let's see. Okay, let me go find them. Yeah, it's horrible, horrible focus. There you go. Good as I'm gonna get. But anyways, we'll find it on the other side and we'll show you where it's at and we'll get it. Okay, we found it on the back side of the board here. We originally took out this part over here. Now, the part I gotta take out next is right here. And I use a solder sucker. So I'll just take the solder off of the leads. and then I'll pull it through the other side. Look how well these are soldered, these older boards. The new ones are nothing like that. This is awesome, these older boards. If you find some older radios like this, this one was made in Taiwan. I'm not sure how to read the codes for the year, but it was made in Taiwan, okay? So really, that's all you need to know. That code might give it to you, I don't know. 76 means 76, I don't know. But that's what you want to get, these older radios. They're just made so much better. The amount of solder, the thickness of the board, just the way the stuff is made is phenomenal. I got this one just a while ago, and I'm so glad I did. You take chances when you buy them, but yeah, this was worth it. I'm going to double check where, I think it's these, yeah, these two right here. 1, 2. 1 and 2 next to the screw, at least on this radio. I'm going to use this, I'm going to remove the solder and pull that part out. No, we don't have to, I forgot. I'm just going to solder across it. Let me put the part in, I'll be right back. I just soldered it down. And then I'm just going to bend it over. Like so. And I'll keep it off the board. You know what I mean? And it should be fine. That's horrible. I'll clean it up a little bit. But generally speaking, that's all they want to do. Now let's see if this thing actually will do more watts. I just want to say what I did to this radio myself. Everything you can get from eBay, really, online. I think anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I put an echo board in. One day I'm going to do a video on that because it's really easy if you've never done it. When it comes to doing a Cobra 29, it would be the same for a 25. A Udiden PC 76, I believe, is exactly the same. It's super simple to do it if you know how. It's, let me tell you, it's 1, 2, 4 wires. And you just go off the center pin of the dynamic for the audio. And that's it. So it's easy to get to. So I put a dial-a-watt in it. You can do that. You could actually buy the parts. The dial-a-watts, I'm going to have to do a video on that. It's actually pretty simple. But I want to do it the right way. I did it kind of the cheap way right now. I got to get the right pot, and I got to use a transistor. It'll be the best way. We'll have to do one on that. But this stuff you can do on your own. It's for people who want to do their own stuff. Not everybody has to go to a tech, and I have nothing against them. I think they do a great job. I mean, these are just the simple radios. The more complicated radios, I'm not touching them. But if I want to take a Cobra 29 or a Udinen PC 76 or something and make it so it actually does some watts and swings and has audio, I can do that myself. So echo board, swing kit, okay, dial-a-watt. Now we put in the final. We're going to see what kind of watts that does. You know, those are the things I did on my own on this particular radio. And let's see how this thing works. I know it's going to sound good. I just want to see how the watts are going to look now. So let's put this cover on and see what happens. Okay, well, let's see what happens. I have the radio turned on. Here's my bird meter. Do I really need all that light? Anyways, let's see what it does. So it actually does less. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Hello, radio. Shh. It's actually doing less wattage. Let's see about the peak, though. It might be doing some killer peak. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Shh. Well, it's not a killer, but it's working. Probably sounds better. Doing about the same watts, maybe a little less, but it's swinging instead of hammering. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Shh. Swing up to like 7 watts peak. It's bad. Hello. Oh yeah, I don't think this thing did anything for me at all. I mean, nothing noticeable in the world of sound. So as far as I can tell, these finals that we put in there, these upgraded RF 520s, do nothing. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. I'm sure it sounds good on the other end, but it ain't giving me more watts, I can tell you that. Yeah, it's not giving me any more watts. Okay. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. This is why we do these tests, to see if they're actually going to work. Maybe I did something wrong, I don't know. I'll look into it, but as far as I can tell, it hasn't done anything for me. Nothing, and I'm gone now. So, from what I can tell, this kit did nothing for me, for giving me more watts. I'll see if I did something wrong, but as I feel right now, nothing. Didn't help me at all. That's why we have people like 711 to build radios. Because I'm going to show you this radio right here that he built for me. Okay? I'm going to plug that one in. Why am I like not clear? There we go. Yeah, this radio right here. I'm going to plug that in right now. Look at this one. This is my radio. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. And that is my Cobra 29 side mount. And it's on peak now. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, hello radio. Shh. Hello radio, hello radio. Okay, now I'm going to plug the 711 radio in. I'll show what a real radio does. Okay, boys and girls. Now I got my 711 Cobra 29 hooked up. 711 built for me. Okay, check this out. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio, 11111. By the way, that is not peak. That's straight up watts. Let me crank this thing up. Okay. Audio. Shh. Audio 11111. That thing's doing 10 bird watts. Check out peak. This is the same 10 watt slug I was just using. It's in a dummy load. It's the same microphone. I use this microphone now. He actually told me he likes these, so I bought one. I really like it. Everyone says it sounds good, man. This microphones actually are pretty good. And I'm going to put it on peak. And my peak meter is very, tight. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. Turn this thing like all the way down. My radio is all the way down now. Hello. All the way down. This thing is crazy, man. Hello radio. Now I turn it back up. Let me actually turn it back a little bit. A little more. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. This thing's got some serious swing. Turn that thing all the way up. At least a little more. Oh, good Lord. I gotta get it. It's hard to do with one hand. I literally can't do what I want to do. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. There's Colin Picker smoking. Put it back on RMS. Key 7 bird. Keys over 7 bird and swings past the end of the meter on a 10 watt slug. You want your amplifiers to do some talking. That's what you need to do, man. Get one of those radios. You should see what it does on my amps. We'll do a video showing an amplifier, whether it's a 2 pill, a 5 pill, or whatever pill, 16 pill, how they respond using a stock radio like I was just working on, does 4 watts, 5 watts, compared to a 711 radio. It's outrageous. I mean, you get a lot more watts out of your amplifiers, and you're twice as loud. And that's because we got the watts, and we got these things swinging. 22 station got down. That's a bad Cobra 29, man. Okay, that's all I can do for today. If you guys have any requests for us to do certain kind of tests, let us know. We'll talk to you later. I just want to add, if anybody wants a 711 radio, whether it's a new one that he tricks out or one of your radios that he can peek out and trick out for you, let us know. We'll get you the information so you can get it done. It doesn't just work on Cobras, it works on all radios. A lot of Galaxies, Connexes, you know, any kind of Uniden, Cobras, whatever radio you got. He can peek it, tweak it, make him scream, man. He's got his own tricks nobody else does. And I've known him for over 20 years, and his radios are the radios I use. And you can see by what they're doing. This one's doing about 10, 11 bird. You know, this Cobra 29 right here. He can make yours do the same thing. And I'm having another one built right now. He's got a new trick up his sleeve. He said it's going to do even more watts. Maybe more than, I don't know. I don't even want to say. I'll get it and I'll test it. But he said it'll do more watts than these. It's going to be insane. Not only do these radios do a lot of watts, they drive the heck out of your amplifiers, but they scream. I mean, they're loud, man. They sound phenomenal. So if you want any information on that, let us know. We'll get you the information and get yourself a real radio. What do you think? Okay, bye.